But don't worry, I came alone. would have been a good joke, but there's another German there was a German before. I don't know if you noticed, the pianist just played Hit the Road Jack, which is a song by Ray Charles telling someone to please leave. So that was basically him saying subtly, hey, get on stage, but please leave immediately. Anyway, how are you doing? You're doing fine? Yes? You're doing I'm not doing so well. I don't feel that good because I always think I can't do anything right. And I go to a psychologist and he says I have slight depressions, which means I can't even do that right. so terrible. Yeah. I mean, I'm a German comedian, which is kind of weird because according to a survey, 83% of all humans say that Germans are the least funny people in the world. And that's a fact. I mean, we are less funny than North Korea. And we do have comedy shows in Germany. They are exactly 90 minutes long. Exactly 90 minutes long. 2 parts, exactly 45 minutes, and each part has a punchline at the very end. We don't expect people to laugh though, we expect them to complain, because that's what Germans do. We complain about everything. Who of you, which one was the German? You're the German? Yeah. Why are you so ashamed? What a stupid question, of course. Anyway, yeah, but that's what, you live here or you're on vacation? Just since when have you been here? Since Monday. And what did you see?
The city.
Just the city?
We just walk around.
5 days. You walk around 5 days. That's basically what Germans do. And I bet you were in the old part of town and you complained about the prices there. Yes. That's what Germans do. We complain. If there's nothing to complain about, we complain about that there's nothing to complain about. That's kind of what we do. We also have, currently we have lots of corona deniers, COVID deniers in Germany. They say that it doesn't exist and they don't want to get the vaccine. I already got the vaccine because I was allowed to do it earlier because of my psychological condition. I was allowed to go 2 weeks earlier, and I got the second vaccine and the first vaccine, of course, but it didn't change my psychological condition. So, useless. But we got lots of corona deniers. They say that the vaccine, the BioNTech, the Pfizer, the Moderna, these mRNA vaccines, they claim that the vaccine changes one's DNA, which is total bullshit. But would that be so bad? Hold on, because my grandmother was a shot putting champion for Adolf Hitler. Both of my grandfathers fought in the Second World War for the Nazis. There is nothing I would like more than my DNA change. It would be a dream. Anyway, I came here by train. We traveled by train also on Monday by train from Vienna, which is not a German city. Austrians are really, it's really important for Austrians to say that Vienna is Austria and not Germany. Germans don't care because I think it's our city. Anyway, so I came there by train, and the train was 15 minutes late. It's a 4-hour trip. 15 minutes actually is nothing if you look at it logically, but I'm German, so I have to complain. 15 minutes late, the trains have to be on time, damn it. Why is it late? 15 minutes. I didn't pay 20 euros to go on a 4-hour trip to be 15 minutes late. Yes, that's kind of German, the German, how we regard time. I was in Thailand once, it's totally different, totally different. I was on a train that was supposed to go overnight. It was supposed to arrive at 7 a.m. in the morning. At 11 a.m. it still was nowhere near. So I asked the conductor and I said, excuse me, why is the train late? And the conductor said, because of slowness. Totally different system. And then he sat next to me and put his hand on my knee. Which means the Thai trains also have a different interpretation of customer service. But anyway, in Vienna I was in a very, very modern hotel. It was, I don't know what they were thinking, but it was like everything worked with sensors, like sensors? No, not sensors, not people censoring, Sensoren halt. I would. English is so difficult, you must and you couldn't open the windows, but it had an air conditioning, and a very, very modern air conditioning in the room. It had like 2 numbers. One of them said the temperature in the room, and the other one said that you could set the temperature. So when I went there and went into the room, it was a bit cold. It was 17 degrees. We have Americans in the audience, right? Yes. Celsius. The jokes won't work in Fahrenheit. That's fine. Just think like 17 is kind of cold for a room. 20 is okay, okay? Right. Yeah. Are you writing down my jokes or what are you doing?
Picture.
You're taking a picture?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, cool, okay.
And sexier, please.
A little bit. How am I supposed to be sexier?
Yeah,
I don't know. A little sexier. For who is the picture?
For my girlfriend.
For your girlfriend. You want a sexy picture of me for your girlfriend? You guys are loose. Where are you from?
Spanish.
Oh yeah, sure. Of course. Let's all get together and fuck. Yeah, why not? Okay. So anyway, I won't be able to continue now. See? Oh yeah, here it says it right here. F-U-C-K.
Yeah.
You want me to make a picture of this? In the intermission. We will get naked in the intermission. Lots of fun. Anyway, the hotel room, 17 degrees. So I thought, okay, it's a bit cold. So I pressed the numbers up and put it to 20. Yes. And I waited 10 minutes, and then I looked at it again, and it said 60 degrees. That's even colder. So I thought that's weird. I called the reception and said, excuse me, when I try to make it warmer, it gets colder. And they said, yeah, we'll send up somebody right away. So I said, thank you, and waited another 10 minutes and looked at it again, and it said 15 degrees. So I called the reception again and said, I'm cold. And they said, don't worry, we'll send up someone right away. So I waited another 10 minutes and it was 13 degrees. I tried to call again, but my fingers were freezing. But then finally someone arrived at the door. And I opened the door and there was a guy and he said, that happens with new buildings. And I said, you're a new building? And he said, yeah, we opened only 3 years ago. So this is what he did, no joke. He immediately went to the bathroom and went to the water tap open it and set it to cold, the running water to cold. And then he went to the toilet and pressed flush. And then he said, yeah, that should do the trick. And I said, I don't think so. And he said, yeah, well, now my work is finished here. Well, Feierabend. What's Feierabend in English? Off. It's off. It's off. No, that's not Feierabend. No, Feierabend. You're German. You should know the word. No, like when you work and you start working at the beginning, like of the day, and at the end of work,
You're off work.
huh?
Finished.
Done for the day.
Yeah.
You know, see, that's the problem. In German, we have words for everything. We just say we're done for the day, but we have a word for that anyway. So there was nothing I could do, so I just waited, and 10 minutes later, actually, it turned from 30 degrees to 15 degrees. So I waited another 10 minutes, and then 17.5 degrees. 10 minutes later, 20 degrees. I was happy. 10 minutes later, 21 degrees. Another 10 minutes later, 23 degrees. So I called the reception again and said, I'm sorry, it's getting hot in here. And they said, well, we're sorry, the guy is finished. That's the English term for he has fired. So I also couldn't open the windows and I wanted to sleep, but 10 minutes later, 25 degrees, then it was 27 degrees, and I took off my clothes, you know, because I couldn't, I don't know, I wanted to sleep, so finally 28 degrees, I couldn't manage anymore, and I called again the reception and said, hey, I'm naked. And they said, okay, we'll set up someone right away. So a few minutes later, there was a knock at the door, and I opened the door, and it was a prostitute. And she said, so you're already prepared. And I said, no, it's not how you think. And she said, well, if you want, we can first talk. So we talked, and I told her that the temperature doesn't work, that every time I try to raise the temperature it gets cold, and she said, well, you're stupid. And she went directly to the bathroom, turned the tap to hot, and flushed the toilet, and said, that should do the trick. And then she took 120 euros for that. My name is Manuel Wolff, thank you very much.